Morning, gang. It's Dom from the MS Guide. I've recently gotten back into rowing. It's something I used to do a lot of. It's closer, the rowing club, about 3 miles, 4K from home. And it's got all these ergs, which you may or may not be able to see in the shot. But anyway, I just wanted to say in this video, it's super important not to just take no for an answer, I suppose. So I started getting real pain down my inside thigh, sort of shooting pain of nerves, really occasional. It started last Friday, but I sort of get up and then just go, and bend over. And I dropped my neurologist an email, sort of overly detailed explanation, trying to say where it is, because you're not there to point. And I was really surprised because they are athletic themselves, I know. But the whole thing was, just stop rowing. Well, I'm trying to shift some bulk, fat, lard, whatever you call it, from around the middle. And I'm not just going to stop. So really what I wanted to hear was, you might like to try this, you might like to try that. And I'm thinking about the, almost should we say, the non-doctory interventions. So you might want to go see a sports massage therapist. You might want to go see a neurophysiotherapist. You might want to go see an osteopath, which, by the way, is often at your local MS therapy centers. They've got things like physio and osteopaths. So don't forget your local MS centers if you're in the UK. But it was really kind of hard. And then somebody on Twitter got in touch. They just sent me a private message. And turns out, gentleman used to row himself, was a rowing coach, and I'm guessing from the way they speak and stuff at a pretty serious level, and said, oh, by the way, the GB, which is a Great Britain 8, use these, which is wobble cushions on their erg seats, which are like rock solid. I mean, they really are. And I think with my bony 53-year-old arse and doing long distance pieces, e.g. 10 kilometers and above, which I have been doing mostly for the last month, and some speed pieces in between. But anyway, so I thought I'd give this a try, because it's good for core strength, all this and stuff. I'm just going to come in now, grab the erg handle, put my feet in the footrest, and let me tell you, it is really difficult. It's a relatively small wobble cushion, but I see why they used it, because if you're not careful, you're going to fall off the erg. I really think this is just a whole new level of challenge, and I'm going to have core strength like steel if I keep on with this thing. If you know anything about rowing, you're going to have to put your feet up on the footrest, because this elevates you about this much over the seat, so the whole dynamics would change. You'd end up like this and tipping too far forward at the catch, and you could hurt your back like that. But to be able to do a hard piece with this, like putting in some effort, I could see as being quite tough. But today, I'm just going to focus on trying to do things to help my back get better. I already discovered yesterday, just through prior experience, I guess, I did a yoga child pose at home for yonks, so it bends your back over. Because if nerves are being trapped in my lower back, or it's impinging ever so gently, I don't think it's being trapped, it's probably just being touched ever so slightly. It felt like having a lumbar puncture, if you've ever had one, where it just brushes the nerves and it's like, oh, but I actually had to take my cane into London, and everybody treats you different with a cane. But anyway, so that said, don't give up. Work out ways. There's ways to do things. There's ways to get around it. Today, I'm just going to have a super light warm-up, then lots of stretching, which is hard because I want to do stuff, but actually stretching is the right stuff to do. Then I am going to slowly get back into it with this incredibly dodgy feeling wobble seat, which is good for me, but it's just keeping your back straight at the catch, coming forward. I'm not sure it was very good technique on that, but then this thing feels desperately unstable, which is the point. Just before I go, I don't know how or what to say about this. I started this channel 18 months ago. It was an idea. I got encouraged by somebody I know. who is a neurologist. I've had MS for 28 years. I really need your support because I'm not funded by anybody apart from me, and can't really afford to keep going. I don't spend a ton on the channel. My iPhone's my camera, I have a cheap mic, all that kind of stuff, but it takes up a heck of a lot of time, possibly time I should be using to look for another job, because it's clear that I'm not going to make a living from an MS YouTube channel, because as somebody said, it's got to be entertaining and informative, and I don't think there's a lot that's entertaining about MS. But anyway, if you subscribe, I've got 1,200 subscribers in 18 months. It's certainly more than friends I have, so I know at least some people out there like the content. I would be super grateful if you do that. Thumbs up, all that kind of stuff. Share it with friends. I'm not entirely sure what to say. I'm not in the YouTube generation. I kind of pushed myself into it. So all help is gratefully accepted. And if you're feeling super duper generous, there's a Patreon link at the bottom of the descriptions, all that kind of stuff. But other than that, just spread the word. I'd be super grateful. And if there's any questions, if there's anything you want to know, I'm very lucky because I know a lot of people now, having had MS 28 years. Quite likely I won't know the answer, but I'm pretty certain I'll be able to find out the answer for you. So if you want to know anything, ask your questions in the comments. If you want me to speak to particular people, say so in the comments. It's all about the comments, you know, interact with me because I will see everything, I reply to everything, and you can help shape it if you want to make this channel to serve your needs more, because that was the whole point, was patient to patient, because I've had MS 28 years and you've had it possibly longer, possibly not as long, but we're all in this different journey trying to find out different things at different times. So anyway, have a lovely day. I'm now going to go and try and do this without killing myself. If you never hear from me again, it didn't go well, but I'm hoping that it will. And a little bit of a warm up, then a stretch, and as always, drink plenty of water. Okay, folks, take care. Bye-bye.